What's up everyone and welcome back to Mig's Garage. And today is the day where we're gonna bag my S2K. Super pumped. Gonna go with the Airlift Performance 3P system. Got the bags ready to go. Got the controller ready to go. Got a lot of work, but I'm pumped because we're gonna slam this baby. So let's go make the chimichangas. All right, ready to get this thing jacked up. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my quick jacks to lift this bad boy up. So let's get them jacked up and I got it ready to go. So, all right, got the first wheel ready to go. Got it jacked up. I'm gonna take the first wheel. I'm gonna start with the front and work my way back and see how this goes. So let's get to it. Got the bags all installed. You can see that there's bag number one. As far as how I did it, the upper control arms, there's just 2 bolts. I took those 2 out. They're 14 mils. The whole assembly, essentially, I just pulled it forward, took the 14 mil bolt out of the bottom of the strut, took the 2 top ones, and then I was able to pull it out. So relatively simple. The back ones were even easier. They just literally had the 114 mil bolt down here and then the 2 up top. And then I didn't even have to take any control arms off, which is even better. And then it popped right out. So it's all set, ready for lines. I'm gonna put the lines in a second. I didn't bolt these up because of where the lines hook up to the bag here. Once I bolt it up to the top here, I can't get at it. So I'm gonna get those in a second and run the lines in and get some wiring done. So okay, I got all the bags in, got all the lines run, and I'm ready to hook up the air handler, but I just wanted to show you quickly what I got done. All right, so there's the bag, obviously. Needs to be aired out, but if you noticed, I brought the air line right here, right by this is the hard brake line. Put the little grommet there, ran it up, got these little clamps, and then I tighten it up here, obviously, onto the air nipple. And the bag's all tightened up, ready to go. And this one's all set. Now the rear ones are obviously a little different. Rear ones you can see are here, the bag's here. This one, what I did with this one, see if I get it in a little better. What I did with this one was I obviously tied up the line here, ran a little split loom so that way it wouldn't rub up against here. And then back here you can see that I tied up, put one of those clamps here. You can see it here. Ran the line this way, tied it up as a wire here, and I ran it up underneath. There's actually a little, see if I can get a better angle. Here it is, a little grommet here that I ran through. Followed it down the wire, like I said, boom, boom, and right into the bag. So we are ready to put the handler in and air out. Let me show you how I ran the lines inside. The front ones I ran that same grommet here. That's the brake line. I ran up, ran it down, and I ran it through a grommet that was there already, the factory grommet that ran the harness. So that's down here, you can see. And focus for a second there. Right, that's where I ran it through. Same thing on the other side. The other side, I ran the wire, the power wire. I gotta hook that up still. But I ran it through, very similar, the hard line from brake line. Ran it up and around, and I ran it down through there underneath this box here. As far as the inside is concerned, on this side, I ran it in here. And what I ended up doing is ran the line here, ran it back, ran it through there, but I ended up doing a couple of ties, those clamps, mainly because there was no wire here and I didn't want it flopping around. So I decided to put one clamp here, one clamp here. And if you notice on the back of this carpet here on the edge here, it's got a nice little channel. So when I put it up here, it actually hides behind the channel, which is nice. and it won't get pinched. And I snuck it behind the ECU right here. You can see the line is right here. Pulls back. You can see I snuck it behind the ECU, and that's where it went into the engine compartment. The driver's side is very similar. I ran it. This side has the same similar plastic, but the good news is that I was able to tie it right next to the harness here. And I tied it here, ran it up here, ran it through behind the seat. Here's a little channel that I ran some wires already. And it's actually pretty nice in here. And I'm gonna throw a tie wrap just so I could hold it here. But overall, I'm not concerned about it getting pinched because it sits in this little channel that the factory puts in. So it helps me by just putting it on this side of the harness. That way, that is very unlikely it'll ever get crushed. So that's that. Let me show you the back. All right, back here is kind of a mess, but I built a little platform that I want to put the manifold on. I got my rear and my exhaust line. I got my two fronts here. My goal is to tie it up back there. I'm going to run it along the back there, and I'm going to bring a harness very similar to this, almost like this setup. So when I need to service it, I can actually take the manifold, pull it out, and put it aside here. That way I can actually work on it. So that's my next part of the project, is to actually tie them all up, get them all nice and neat, and then get the manifold in, and then I can do a test fit, which I'm super pumped to do. And then bag it out and let's see what happens. All right, so the setup is done. I got all the lines run. I got the air handler hooked up. I got a little mud I'm gonna show you in a second. And I'm ready to get this thing fired up and on the ground. So let me just quick show you what I ended up with. So air handlers here. Obviously, I built a little bit of a mount, and I'm gonna show you what that looks like once I put it in its spot. But my goal was to get it all hooked up, which I have it all hooked up. I'll go through it in a second. But I wanted to have access to it, so if something ever happens, I'm able to pull it out, do some work to it, and then put it back in its place. So just to run through really quick, obviously the lines all run. I've got my compressor right here. What I ended up doing was made a little plate, glued the plate down, screwed it down, and then I mounted the compressor to the plate itself. I drilled some holes right down into the wood here, the MDF, 3/4 inch MDF, and then I bolted them up. I actually even put a strap here. You can see here, put some screws here, and I went on the other side and I screwed it down just so I can give it a little bit, not that the bolts wouldn't hold up, but I just worried the vibration, the bolts would pop up. So I wanted to be a little bit more secure. So right now she's good, she's bolted up. The air inlet goes to the side here of the tank. The tank itself is right there, obviously. And this is the moisture filter that comes out of the tank. And then it comes out, I looped it around, and I have all my lines going in all to my air handler. So let me put that back, but to show you how it looks when it's all mounted. And that's it. So got it in, ready to go. Let me put that air handle in, show you a quick little video of that. And then we're gonna take a look at this thing on the ground. There it is, all mounted up. Air handler is right there, obviously. The lines, I just pushed back. I didn't even tie them up, I just tucked them back there. Let's see if you can see them. But they just pushed back, and I gave it enough extra length so that way I can pull it out and put it here on the side, as you saw a second ago. Air handler, compressor bolted up, like I said. Tank back there, 3-gallon tank. I did some L brackets, screwed them onto this plate here, and we're ready to go. And I'm excited because I want to put my amp rack back in. and get this thing powered up and slam it, air it out, and get my ride height right, and pump to get this thing going. So next about a minute, you'll see it all hooked up. Okay, so now that I've gotten the control of the bags, all the lines, everything is hooked up, the last thing I want to do is I want to figure out where I'm going to put the controller itself. I'm going to go sideways versus you can do it like this as well. I don't want to put it anywhere else. I actually want to put it in this cubby here, and I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little bit of a mount, hide it in here, right, something like this, and then potentially having a gauge, maybe air to fuel gauge right there, because I will need that eventually. And then what my goal is, so that way I can just close it up and, you know, it's hidden. Not that it needs to be, but aesthetically I think I like that. And it's there for when I need to adjust. That's one option. Another option I'm toying with, and I just got to figure out if I want to go down that path, is I'm thinking about taking and actually doing some sort of a custom mod, fiberglassing, potentially cutting this out, recessing it in, molding it in, and painting it. I'm not talking about just double siding tape. That's not my style. I'm talking about doing something on the outside. That way I can adjust it on the fly and then leave it everything open in here, so I can put triple gauges or double gauges, like, you know, air to fuel, maybe oil pressure, water temp, that kind of stuff eventually. But right now I'm toying with either in the front custom or just recessing it back here. Actually, you know what? Don't you throw in the comment section what you folks think. You think I should put it back here inside, hidden, or should I do a custom mount on the outside here, fiberglass? So inside or outside is what I'd love your input on. So throw in the comment section where you think I should put it. All right, got it all out. And let's see, let's do a couple little runs here. I'm gonna bring it all the way up. So that's factory. As you can see, the compressor turns on. I set it at 150 PSI, which I can go to 200, but as I was reading online, the higher PSI, the longer it runs, and you want to have a healthy balance, so that way things not running all the time, because it's not quiet. Obviously you can hear it. So let me air it out in a second and see what this bad boy looks like aired out. All right, so now it's stopped. Let's air it out all the way. So I'm talking about right there, baby. Yeah, nice and tucked. Check out those wheels. Check out the back. The back looks ridiculous. Tucked in. Look at that, how tucked it is. From this side, you can even see it better. It's on the ground. Nice. Back up a little here. When I get a front spoiler, a new bumper, that's gonna even be even lower. Check out how tucked that is. That thing's awesome, man. I'm pumped. Look at that thing. It's under there. And you know what's cool? All I gotta do is press a button on my phone, and I can bring this bad boy. I think this is gonna be my riding height right here. Right about there. I think it's gonna be my riding height. The front's pretty good. That's gonna be my riding height for the back, I think. The front looks like I can't go too low, otherwise it rubs, which we can do a little manipulation, but overall, this is where I think I'm gonna be putting it at, right here. This height, and then the back, right there, and I'll take it for a spin and see if it rubs. But I think my favorite part is watching this thing air out. That is by far Super gangster. Let's take a look at let's look at that again. Airing out. Let me see if I get a good angle here. Okay. Got it. All right, here we go. Fucking beautiful. Love that. Let's bring it to driving height point. Something makes some noise in that left front. I think it might be my sway bar link. We'll take a look at that after. Let's see what it looks like when I air it out from over here. See what that does. Okay, driving height. Let's see what happens when I air it out here. Fucking badass. Love that. I'm gonna do that every time I park this bad boy, which comes to territory, right? If you get airbags in your ride, you definitely gotta air it out every time you park it. Just to show everyone how badass it is. Let's go to driving height. Let me go a little bit more zoom. This is driving height. Actually, let me show you what factory height. This is factory height. That's factory. It's about 50 pounds to air it. Let's go to, so that's factory. If I ever go to a speed bump, I could just bump it up really quick. And then I think it looks nasty. Let me air it out again from the factory. Actually, let me go a little closer, see, get a better look here. See if you can get it full frame. All right, that's pretty good. Go down a little bit. Okay. All right, here we go. From factory height, aired out. And obviously I'm doing this for my app, but nasty. Love that. Can't wait to get new wheels. Oof, she's looking good. Fucking one thing works awesome, easy. Let me put it at my driving height, which is gonna be right here. That's my driving height. Mint. All right, the only thing left to do is hook up the controller. I'm gonna show you that in a second. And then we're gonna wrap up this project. All right, so it's all set. Got it done, bagged out, loving it. Ride's good. It's a little on the soft side, but overall, pretty good. No complaints. I don't drive it that much, so I'm not really worried about it. But regardless, works great. I just got to figure out the height that I really want. I tend to go on the low side, but it rubs. So I just got to get it a little bit higher, figure out what that good right height is. So that way I'm not rubbing. But the good news is that I could just press a button and it goes up and down instantly, and it looks badass. Every time I park this thing, it's getting aired out. It just comes with the territory, so I'm pumped about that. And just got to figure out the mount. So we're mounting the controller itself. So don't forget to throw in the comment section what you think I should do, either on the front of that panel or inside hiding it. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think in general about the bags and how it looks. Got more videos coming. Definitely one for the controller, more body work down the line. And don't forget to like and subscribe and share my video, and let everyone know the work I'm doing. So thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next video.